I'm glad you're here, Courier. I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is we've managed to create some functional stealth suits, one of which is yours. The bad news is that the Richardson Elite have mobilized. They've occupied Searchlight airfield and plan to use it as a staging area for attacks. We've got to stop them, but we don't have the troops to launch a full-on attack, so this'll be a stealth operation. Lieutenant Jackson is coordinating the operation from his listening post. Speak to him when you're ready. Good luck.
There you are. I'll cut straight to the point. The airport has very large troop concentrations, laser turrets, and watchtowers. The biggest threat will be the laser turrets, and so that will be your first objective. You have to breach the power plant and disable them. Once the turrets are down, I'll send you further orders. There are a few radios that I can tap into to contact you. You can enter the power plant through the sewer entrance, but be careful. No doubt they have troops positioned there as well.
Could be something deadly.
Okay. According to my reports, you're underneath the power plant. Once you're up there, head straight to the building on the right. There you will find the terminals to deactivate the laser turrets. Be careful when you go topside. Do not attract attention.
Who's there?
Good work. The turrets are disabled. I'll radio in Henderson and tell them to send the attacking force. I suggest you don't engage the enemy until the support arrives. Also, if you're able, I suggest hacking into the turret targeting perimeter system. If you manage to get into it, transfer the turret control over to me. I'll set the turrets to help the attack force when the support arrives.
Nicely done, Courier. The airfield's ours. I'll be stationed here to oversee its occupation and future operations. The General's rewarded you with a room in Henderson Bunker. It's in level 2A, down the hallway on the left. Before I forget, Operative Scully back at the Henderson Bunker mentioned having some potential jobs for you. Nothing too major, but if you're interested, you'll find him at a security office right by level 1's entrance.
Some of the soldiers have placed a crate in your room, which they'll top up with recycled ammo from their patrols. Don't put anything inside. They'll assume you don't want it and get rid of it. Thanks for the help. Keep up the good work.
Something to report? We're not quite ready yet, but soon. Our presence here isn't widely known, and for good reason. The New California Republic prosecutes any Enclave remnants or sympathizers they find. We wouldn't stand a chance against their numbers. We still need to plan our moves very carefully. Once we're ready to start, I'll let you know. Yes, that's right. We've been largely constrained to Henderson Bunker for decades, which has been both a blessing and a curse. We've been able to keep our presence here a secret, and consolidate. The thing is, there's only so much we can do with the resources here. We also risk being backed into the corner. If we want to be able to help the Mojave citizens, we'll need to take some facilities under our control. None that aren't familiar to you. The old refueling station, the EPA laboratories, and the Robco factory. The air marshal sent you there not long ago, sealed and laying dormant for decades, until you unlocked it. Having it under our control would increase the operating range of our vertebrates and help us greatly in the near future. Something may have moved into it recently, however. If you could ensure it's clear, I'll be able to send in a team to reactivate it. If we were able to restore the factory's production lines, we'd be able to create bots to perform some of the more mundane tasks. That'd free up some manpower that we could use on other tasks, such as patrols to secure the Mojave and to distribute resources to its citizens. I recently sent a team there to survey it, but they haven't reported back. I'd like you to go and investigate the situation. You recovered the stealth suit from there. Who knows what other tech we'd find if we dispatched some of our researchers there. Trouble is, it seems like not long after your encounter with them, a detachment of Richardson elite forces moved in there. I've sent a squad there to prepare an assault. I'd like you to join them and clear the facility out before we occupy it. Getting those facilities firmly under our command would allow us to set up supply shipments to Henderson, freeing up some of our own resources. We'd then be able to set aside most of the resources to distribute among the population. Clean water and food, for instance. Yes, Henderson Bunker. Quite a piece of engineering, isn't it? It was built before the war. I'm sure by now you must have come across a vault. The US government contracted Vault Tech to build multiple military installations using similar technology. Time's not being kind to Henderson, and usually there's something falling apart somewhere, but on the whole, we're doing quite well for ourselves here. I'll get back to my work.
Area clear.
Commencing lava ascending.
Something to report? Fantastic job, Courier. Imagine if we'd let them nest for longer. I'll send in the team right now. Here, take these. It's not much, but I assure you having the station under our control will pay off. Death claws. A fairly common tactic we used to employ, but we ran out of the devices needed. Maybe we'll be able to recover some of them. In any case, excellent work, Courier. We'll get that place up and running shortly. They must have activated not long after you left. It's a shame about the team, but thank you. I'll dispatch another to bring it online. I'll get back to my work.